I spent $30,000 on Japan Airlines new business class from New York to Japan, and I'm going to tell you if it's worth it. A little bit of the bubbly. Now, full disclaimer, I booked this very last minute with about 2 months to spare. Because I'm super impulsive, I'm a child, let's move on. So when you fly Japan Airlines business class out of JFK Airport, you get access to the Greenwich Lounge. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And to be honest, it's a very beautiful lounge. It has just about every amenity you could ask for except for comfortable seating. What the is it about any airport lounge that is devoid of comfortable seating? If you know why this anomaly exists, let me know in the comments because I'm baffled. And of course, my roly-poly ass went straight to the food. And I'm going to be dead honest with you, it was slightly above hospital food as far as quality goes. I got a little chicken, I got a little shrimp, I got some veg, I got a sandwich and some cake. I think it was cake. And it was all seasoned okay. It was all cooked decently. But would I say it's a stellar way to start a $30,000 flight experience? Absolutely not. But let's move on. At least I could see my plane from the lounge. It was Japan Airlines' brand new A350-1000 Airbus. It's a big, beautiful, thick girl with red tips. You couldn't ask for anything more. Now it's time for us to board, and they did actually board us pretty fast considering all. And this will be my suite for the next 14 hours. Yes, this is a 14-hour flight. And luckily I did have quite a bit of leg room. You'll see more about that shortly. And there's my lovely wife. Yes, I paid for 2 seats, so this flight was roughly about $15,000 per seat round trip. And this space is an absolute unit. This seat reclines into a full bed. And look at all that leg room under the TV. Now, I'm about 6 foot tall, and I had no problem stretching my feet out all the way, and there was plenty of space to go further back for when I decided to lay this out into bed mode. And I was able to put my carry-on under the space under my feet. And with this little room, as I'm going to call it, you get a little coat closet, and you even get a little room for your shoes. A specific room for your shoes is excess and extremely wild, but damn it, I used it. Because again, $30,000. I'm going to use every goddamn thing on this plane. Thank you very much. And if this flight has nothing else, it has storage space. You have a little jewelry holder, and above it, you have another little shelf, and my God, I was overwhelmed by all these damn buttons. There were 4 buttons for lights. There were 6 buttons for seat positioning. Just give me 2 buttons. I was a Game Boy kid. Give me like 2 or 3 buttons. That's all I need. I don't need all these options. But they did give you this little touchscreen remote that controlled all of it, and I never figured the thing out. I worked with it for like 2 minutes, and I was just like, nope, too much for me. They give you these little studio quality headphones, which I appreciated, being the audio nerd that I am. And you do have these little retractable dividers, so I could decide if I wanted to see my wife's face for the next 14 hours. Guess what? I chose not to. Oh, baby, I love you. And much like any high-class experience you have in dining or hospitality, they give you hot towels to decompress, to open your pores. Then I was treated to probably the most detailed pre-flight video I've ever seen in my life. And the TV was such a massive, overwhelming entity itself, I just had to take 20 minutes to explore everything on it. And the first thing I noticed, which was just the coolest thing to me, was the live flight camera feed. They have 2 cameras on the plane, one underneath the plane and one at the tip of the tail of the plane. So if you don't have a window seat, you could just click on the flicker right here and you could see where you are in real time at all times. Thoroughly impressed with that. And here, of course, you could also see your movie and TV options. One oddly impressive thing, you could order like stuff, like accessories, like clothes, accessories, belts, and just like robes, clothes. You could just order clothes on the plane. Is that how y'all bougie asses do on flights? Moving on. And I also thought to give you guys a bathroom tour. I rarely see bathroom tours in these types of videos. And honestly, this was about the size of a normal airplane bathroom. And here you can see all the little toiletries. I'm not sure if this is just for business and first class, but I was appreciated, I guess. And now let's get to the food. And one thing that thoroughly got my loins as moist as they could be was the fact that you could order food a la carte as much as you want, as often as you want. No, you're not hearing me wrong. They provide you like 2 or 3 meals automatically without you asking, right? But you can order whenever you want, however much you want. You can just keep ordering ice cream. You can just keep ordering sandwiches. You can keep ordering noodles, the cheese, all that stuff. Anything you see here, you can just keep ordering. So I did, because $30,000. But I did wait until the first meal they brought me, just to test the waters. They start you off with olives and peanuts.
No salt at all on the nuts, just naked nuts.
And you get your choice of beverage. And again, because $30,000, I went with champagne. Wanted to get a little bit of that liquor in me. And starting off with the first official meal service, you get a 6-course, almost appetizer of cold dishes. You got sliced meats, you got a little caviar, you got shrimp, mushrooms, seaweed, little fish, and they even give you this little red origami crane here. And not every dish here was for me, but definitely leaps and bounds above anything I've ever had 40,000 feet in the air, right?
Nope, that was like an eraser. Nah, I'm cool on that.
And after pre-lunch, it's time for hot lunch. And again, another very impressive spread here. Even got me a little dessert too. And then after lunch, I decided to order after lunch. I got a little cheese plate with some fruit, and they even decided they wanted to serve a Philly cheesesteak on here. And spoilers, it was ass.
They tried their hardest.
And then it got late and I decided to turn my seat into the bed. You hit one of these buttons and it full on retracts into a bed-like surface. They even give you a little pad to put on it to make it feel a bit more like a bed. They give you a pillow, they give you a sheet. And just as I thought things were actually going to be pleasant for my slumber experience, I realized that I am as wide as all outside, and it was going to be a pretty snug fit.
So I was only able to lay here for about 2 or so hours. This is not comfortable.
Height-wise, I was fine, had plenty of space, but my shoulders were hugging the walls, and I was trying everything I could do to get comfortable. And I kind of found a position where I was sort of kind of fine, but then I kept noticing something out of my peripheral.
Also, while I'm laying here, because I'm like just awake, I'll be on my phone, just like, kind of looking up, and you'll see out your peripheral the flight attendants just peering into your cabin, someone just peeking over. Just unnerving as
But then that kind of died down, and I just started to get hot. Like, I realized I was extremely warm. Like, I took the covers off of me and I was just hot. And then I realized you don't really have any way of controlling the temperature in your little space, unless I was overlooking something. There was no vent apparatus, any way to just get some air on you, or heat for that matter if you needed it. So that's definitely a little flaw in this multi-$1,000 14-hour experience. And of course, I'm gonna order another meal. We're gonna eat, right? And then after that meal, guess what I did? I got more food, because I'm gonna eat. Y'all gonna feed me. It's half a day. Y'all gonna feed me. And before you know it, I heard the announcement that we are approaching our final descent, and I watched the plane plummet to the ground. Now, would I say this was worth the $30,000 price tag? Let me just say, I did appreciate having more than quite a bit more space than we are usually used to on a flight. The amenities, the staff, top tier. The food, for what it is, absolutely top notch. Great quality, amazing portions, on demand. The entertainment, 10 out of 10. I watched every movie that I ever wanted to watch. But that bed, that bed. Again, I'm a big boy, I'm a big-bodied boy, but I don't feel like I am so big-bodied where I should have been so tightly snugged in my space. And again, no type of central air, no type of heating mechanism. So was it worth the price tag? For me, no. I can't say the seat was worth $14,000, but that was just my experience. If you're a smaller person, if you aren't as climate dependent as I am, you probably would have a much better experience. Me, I wasn't comfortable. But hey, I'm in Japan now, and I have another couple videos coming about that. I explored this beautiful country, and I ate everything. Everything. If you want to see it, hit subscribe. And until then, I've been me, you continue to be you, and I will see you soon.